Hello and welcome to another vlog from Millennial Executive Coaching. My name is Stephen Anderson. Today I'd like to talk to you a little bit about how I believe you should be doubling your prices. I'll tell you a little story. About 17 years ago I was having dinner with a friend. I had a service-based business and I was telling him how I was a little distressed by the fact that I wasn't able to grow the business because all I appeared to be getting in terms of custom was customers from SME market, which is in the UK we call it small and medium sized enterprises. I wanted to step out of that market, and my friend, who happened to be an accountant, he was really into his numbers. I wasn't so into my numbers at that point. He asked me a very astute question. He asked, by what factor did I feel that my reputation would be enhanced if I had one bigger customer? And I had to think, and I thought, well, yeah, probably by a factor of 10. Compared with SMEs, I would probably need 20 or 30 SMEs to improve my reputation by that factor. So it was quite clear that I needed quickly to develop a strategy to get these bigger businesses as customers. I had begun to feel that working for small businesses was pigeonholing me, and frankly that no bigger company would come and talk to me because clearly I was an SME supplier. And frankly I think I was perpetuating my own problem because my friend said that my problem was my pricing. I had been fixated on the fact that I had got all these businesses as customers because of my competitive pricing. But he said, well, that's the past. The future is you need to increase your pricing in order to get the bigger businesses. So I did what he said. I raised the prices. I raised them incrementally. I raised them 10% every month. I started adding more services to add value for those customers as they were paying more. And around 50% of my customers didn't even flinch. The other 50%, some of them requested to remain on the old pricing and some of them left. But what happened there was that organically I had created a two-tier pricing structure. By month 6, the customers in the top tier were now paying twice what they had been paying before, and frankly I was paying far more attention to them because they were my gold customers. Now, all those problems that I had been dealing with customers before, which had been causing me a little stress, all of a sudden they weren't causing me such stress because I felt I was being paid fairly to deal with those problems. I felt I was providing a better service and I could dedicate more time to their issues. My lower tier customers were happy with their service because they understood that they couldn't expect the same level of customer service, and it was detailed in their contracts, because they weren't on the gold tier. And of course I lost some customers, as it happens, around 20%, but they were the ones that were causing me the biggest headaches, to be honest. And I was holding on to them in the past because I couldn't afford to lose them, but now I could because I had some bigger customers paying more money. So it's kind of the Pareto law in action there. I had 20% of customers causing me the biggest headaches, and I dedicated my time to helping the other customers. So I started to advertise this two-tier system. I would go into a meeting and I would only talk about the top level, the gold package, and if it appeared that they weren't interested, I would pitch the lower end package. But quite often I'd find myself walking away from the meeting quite happy that I hadn't gained the business, because I knew that that wasn't the business that I wanted if they were desperately just wanting the lower end business. And I could focus my efforts on getting companies that were happy to pay for a higher value service with more services as part of that package. After a few months I even created a platinum package that was 4 times the price of the basic package, and very quickly I got quite a few takers. So in the space of the 12 months I had changed my business beyond all recognition. So the big question is, does doubling your prices work? Well, yes, but only if you're willing to change the focus of your business. Clothing, whether you're in clothing, you're an accountant, you're a gardener, you're an engineer, if you can change from a generic service provision to a more bespoke one, then you're able to charge accordingly. The jeans that you get from Asda, or if you're watching this in the US, Walmart, compared with those that you get from Armani, they're made probably from very similar denim. The accountant services that you get from PwC compared with a local accounting firm are mostly the same services. The difference is that somewhere along the line, the owners of Armani and PwC decided that they wanted to service larger customers, and they decided that they were going to charge more. So to recap, decide if you want to change your business. First of all, I would advise raising your prices incrementally, maybe over a 6 or a 12-month period. Make sure that you add services to coax the customers into your higher bracket. Create a multi-tier service, and that way you can still help the customers who want to pay less, but you're essentially offering 2 products and you can focus your attention on the higher value product. And use Pareto's law. I've said it before. Use Pareto's law to whittle away your worst performing products, or indeed your most troublesome customers. And most importantly, stay resolute, be confident that you're doing the right thing by raising your prices, and don't waver. As soon as you waver, you'll go back to the old ways and you won't break out into that new market that you're looking to break out into. So don't be afraid to increase your prices, and definitely don't undervalue yourself. So that's all for this video. Don't forget to like it, and of course subscribe to the channel. And until next time.